a health coach and meditation teacher based out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And I'm here today on behalf of Healthy Minds Innovations, where I am a trainer and program specialist. So I'm here to guide you in a meditation today. As we're waiting to get started, I would love to hear from you. If you could share with me in the chat where you're from, as well as whether or not you have any meditation or mindfulness experience. And there's a little bit of a broadcast delay between when I can see your comments. So as I'm waiting, let me tell you just a little bit about who we are at Healthy Minds Innovations. We are a nonprofit that is affiliated with a research institution out of the University of Wisconsin-Madison called the Center for Healthy Minds. And what we do at Healthy Minds Innovations is we actually take these scientific insights coming out of the Center for Healthy Minds and we translate them into tools to help people both cultivate as well as measure well-being. And what we've been doing each week is we've been leading guided practices to come together as a global community to train our minds in qualities associated with resilience and well-being in the midst of this really challenging time. Each week we have a practice theme, and our practice theme is rooted in the Healthy Minds model of well-being. And if you're interested in learning more, you can check out tryhealthyminds.org. But essentially, our model of well-being contains a set of skills that are both trainable as well as they have science that links them to being beneficial to well-being. These qualities are awareness, connection, insight, and purpose. And so today we are actually going to be training our mind in purpose. But before I go into the detail around that, I want to just find out from your comments who is here today. Oh, wonderful. Wow, we've got people from around the world joining today. This is so wonderful. And it looks like people have some meditation experience. This is great. So excited to lead you in a practice today around purpose. So the question is, what is purpose? Well, purpose is essentially having a sense of direction, a direction that is motivating and inspiring to us. And the truth is that we have purpose that underlies all of our activities and all of our decisions. It's we just don't have a tendency to see it. So, when we're training our mind in recognizing this sense of purpose, we're able to actually take this sense of value and what is important and extend it into all of our activities in our lives. So, even the most mundane things can be infused with this sense of meaning and for what's important to us. So, I'm going to guide you in a practice today that's called Change Your Mind, Change the World. And I'm going to guide you step by step. We're going to do just a little bit of awareness practice, a little bit of connection practice, but really infused with getting in touch with why we want to be practicing to train our mind in this way, getting in touch with those values that are underlying what we're doing. So let's go ahead and get started. I think we'll practice for, I don't know, about 20 minutes today. We'll see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and get yourself in a comfortable position. So this might mean that you want to place your feet on the floor. Allow your body to be relaxed yet upright. Eyes open or eyes closed. Doesn't matter. You get to choose. And as you settle in, take a couple of slow, deep breaths. Each exhale allows you to let go of any tension and busyness that may have been propelling you to this point in your day. And take a moment to reflect on your intention for coming to practice today. Something that feels inspiring to you, something that's beyond being motivated by your own well-being, but perhaps practicing to benefit others as well. So take a moment to reflect on that intention. So let's begin by doing a brief body scan to bring a sense of awareness and presence into our practice. So bring awareness to the muscles in your face. Notice any sensations that you might be feeling and allow yourself to be with whatever those sensations are, whether they're pleasant or unpleasant. Whatever is happening is okay. And then notice sensations in your chest and your belly, your back. Feel the chest rise and fall with the breath, belly expand and contract. Simply being present and aware with those sensations in your chest and your belly. And then bring awareness to the sensations in your legs. Notice the feeling of being supported by the chair, the feeling of your feet on the ground. There's a sense of being present right here in this moment, being present with the body. And as you're sitting here, bring awareness to your breath. Notice the breath wherever it feels the strongest for you. Perhaps it's the nostrils or the abdomen. And see if you can notice those moments where you're no longer present with the breath. You may have gotten lost in thought, or perhaps even judging your experience. When that happens, return to being with the breath. Here, you're being present and aware. And imagine what it would be like if everyone in the world were training their mind in the sense of presence and awareness. What would the world be like? Take a moment to reflect on that for a moment. How would the world be different? And now drop the reflection and allow the mind to rest for a moment. There's a sense of presence, awareness, and simply notice what's bubbled up in your body or your mind as a result of doing that reflection and that brief practice and awareness. Whatever is happening in your experience is okay. And now let's move into a brief appreciation practice, bringing to mind a person in your life that you care about. Could be a friend or a family member. Bring them to mind and have a sense of being in their presence. And now reflect on the qualities that you appreciate about this person. Might be a quality like compassion or kindness, generosity, thinking silently in your mind about these qualities that they bring forth that you appreciate. Remembering again that awareness is the basis for a practice. So when you're no longer connected with this sense of knowing what you're doing, knowing this appreciation practice, gently bring your awareness back to reflecting on these qualities that you appreciate. Imagine what it would be like if you were to express your appreciation to this person. What would you say? What would it sound like? Just think about that for a moment, using this sense of imagination to express your appreciation. And now you can drop the reflection for a moment. And now think about what it would be like if everyone in the world felt seen and appreciated. If you and everyone else were more oriented towards noticing the positive, those positive things in people and our circumstances that exist around us. Reflect for a moment what that might be like in the world. And once again, drop the reflection and allow the mind to rest. in open awareness, sense of being present and aware. You can notice also what's come up as a result of doing this reflection on imagining how the world would be different with this sense of kindness and appreciation. And now we'll move into our third and final reflection. Think about for a moment the values that are underlying your desire to meditate. Perhaps there's some sort of value like self care, kindness. See if you can reflect on this underlying why. And notice how, through this simple act of meditating, how you're embodying this value in this moment. And see if you can think about how you might bring forth this value more fully into your life in this moment. What would it look like to express this value in certain situations? Reflect on that for a few moments. How would expressing this value shift your perspective? Okay, and then once again, allow the mind to rest and notice the impact of doing that reflection. Notice any thoughts that might be present, notice any feelings in your body, and whatever is happening is absolutely okay. If it was challenging, it's okay. If it felt great, that's okay too. Training the mind isn't always easy, but it's incredibly rewarding. So rest the mind as it is. Okay, and if your eyes have been closed, you can go ahead and open your eyes, and we can just sort of create the wish that whatever benefits we had from training our mind in this way, may it not just benefit us, but may it benefit those around us, both people that we know as well as people that we don't know. And through this reflection, we've gotten in touch with the fact that when we change our minds, we can actually have a positive impact on the world. So, would love to hear from you how this practice was for you in the comments. If you could just share maybe a word about how it was. And yeah, and I would love to just tell you a little bit about how you might be able to continue to train your mind in this way. There's an awesome resource available if you're not familiar. We have an app that is free as a result of the generosity of our donors. It's called the Healthy Minds Program, and you can find it wherever you download your apps. Basically, it is a step by step program to train your mind in qualities like purpose, like we just did today. You'll learn about a little bit of the science behind training the mind. You'll have the opportunity to practice, and you can choose practice lengths, 5 to 30 minutes. You get to choose if it's a male or female voice. Active and sitting practices are available, so it can just be quite inspiring to train your mind in this way. We're also offering daily guided practices Monday through Friday. Mondays are in Spanish, so keep that in mind. But you can subscribe to our Healthy Minds Innovations YouTube channel if you want to stay in the loop with our practices. And would love to continue to connect with you in all of these ways. So let's see. Great. So there were some varying experiences. Sounds like some people had some difficulty with the practice today. Helpful to pause and reflect, some gratitude. Yeah, wonderful. So if you're interested in finding out more about Healthy Minds, you can check out the links in the chat. And I would just encourage you to continue to just see if you can get a sense of what values are operating underneath your experience. And this is just one way to do that. And yeah, the more that we're in touch with that greater sense of purpose, sort of our North Star that is guiding us, then we can begin to sort of extend and infuse our lives with this sense of meaning. So, really appreciating the opportunity to practice with you today. Check out our guided practice tomorrow with Jay, and you can check out more on the Healthy Minds Innovations Facebook page for the time and the details. So, thank you so much. Wishing you ease, wishing you a sense of connection and understanding of your values, and wishing you continued health and safety. Thank you so much.